Hey, what's up everyone? John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be comparing one really new language app, Jumpspeak, and one longtime traditional language learning app, Pimsleur. These are two popular but very different language learning programs, and today I'm going to share my thoughts on them after using each. And just as a quick note, since this is just going to be a quicker video, just covering the major highlights today, if you find you need some more detail or information about these two programs at any point, I'll just say we also have a full detailed written comparison of these two over on our website. The easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight, Jumpspeak versus Pimsleur. That's the quickest way to find it. Okay, so before I just dive right into what I like and don't like about each app and how they compare, I want to explain how each one actually works. I think this is going to help to provide a baseline for the pros and cons that I have coming here in a minute. So let's start with Jumpspeak. So in essence, Jumpspeak utilizes AI to immerse you in the language that you're learning. And they do this in two different ways. The first way they do this is through their short standard lessons. These are more typical language learning app lessons, and they're broken up into 4 sections, and each one only takes a couple minutes to complete. The first is listen, in which you listen carefully to an audio clip and then select the correct answer or phrase from a few multiple choice options. Then there's write. This is where you follow along with the simulated conversation and type in your responses, almost like you're texting a friend. The next is speak, where you listen to an audio clip with a word or phrase and then you repeat it aloud. And then lastly, there's conversation, which is sort of like a write exercise, but instead of typing, you respond verbally. Honestly, these lessons are pretty ordinary in my opinion, similar to what you would find with most other language apps out there like Duolingo. But then the second aspect of Jumpspeak is their AI tutor, and this is what the company is really known for. The AI tutor feature is designed to help you practice listening and speaking by simulating real-life conversations. These mock conversations cover topics like shopping, health, fitness, dating, and things like that. You can answer the prompts however you like in these conversations, and the AI tutor will respond accordingly and provide a targeted and personalized reply, making the exercise pretty interactive and tailored to everyday communication. I'll talk some more about this AI tutor feature in more detail a little later in this video, but for now, that's the basics of what you need to know about Jumpspeak. Now, Pimsleur, on the other hand, takes a more traditional, comprehensive approach to language learning. To start each Pimsleur lesson, you complete a 30-minute audio exercise where a moderator speaking in English walks you through a guided conversation step by step. You'll listen to a few sentences in your target language. The moderator will then briefly stop to explain the situation to you, and he'll have you participate by answering questions and repeating phrases. This 30-minute audio exercise is really the heart and soul of the Pimsleur lessons, and it's what the company is known for. Then after the audio lesson, you review and reinforce what you just learned in the audio portion through a variety of drills and exercises. It's kind of like class followed by homework in a way. These reinforcement drills include reading drills, digital flashcards, quizzes, pronunciation training, and speed games. Plus, Pimsleur also has some supplemental features too, like vocab bonus packs and direct speaking exercises with their voice coach tool. But that's Pimsleur in a nutshell. It's a more traditional language learning program where you can kind of think of it as core audio lessons followed by detailed review exercises with a few bonus tools wrapped around it all. Okay, so before we get into what I like and don't like about each of these apps, let's quickly talk about cost, since that's always important. So Jumpspeak offers a few different options: a 3-month plan for $69, a 12-month plan for $99, or lifetime access for $249. Pretty simple. Then switching over to Pimsleur, their single language plan costs around $20 per month, or for $1 more per month, you can get Pimsleur All Access, which, as you might guess, includes access to all Pimsleur language courses. There's over 50 of them in total. So really, at the end of the day, pricing between these two companies is fairly close, but technically Jumpspeak is the more affordable option if you go with them for one of the longer term plans. But with that said, I would strongly encourage you to check out sales and coupons before buying. We track both companies' sales calendars, and they're both almost always running some sort of deal or special promotion, and you can usually knock a few bucks off with both Pimsleur and Jumpspeak. In fact, I'm going to do my best to drop any current discounts and deals that I can find floating around out there down below in the description for you. Make sure to check that out, as you might be able to save yourself a few bucks if one of these apps ends up being a good fit for you. Okay, so now let's get to my thoughts on how these two language apps stack up and where each one beats the other. And let's start with the reasons why you should choose Pimsleur over Jumpspeak. So the biggest advantage for Pimsleur is their audio lessons. Like I said a couple minutes ago, these audio lessons are the backbone of the program, and it's what really differentiates Pimsleur from Jumpspeak and other language apps. These lessons offer a ton of value in my opinion. In order to learn a new language, you need to get frequent verbal exposure to the language actually being spoken. You have to routinely hear the new language you're learning to get comfortable with it in context, and Pimsleur just offers way more of an opportunity to do that with their long-form simulated conversations. much more so than the bite-sized lessons from Jumpspeak. Yes, Jumpspeak does actually have that cool little back and forth with their AI-based dialogue, but it's not like what Pimsleur offers. These audio lessons are thorough, engaging, and they're a really powerful means of developing your ear for the language. Plus, they do a great job of getting you to think under pressure and verbalize what you're learning, sort of like you're going to have to in the real world. Then next, I want to talk about lesson flexibility. So even though each Pimsleur lesson takes a lot longer to complete than a Jumpspeak lesson, about 45 minutes all in versus 10 minutes for Jumpspeak, the beauty of the 30-minute audio portion of each Pimsleur lesson is that you're not tied to your phone. You don't have to be staring at a screen selecting multiple choice answers. Instead, with the Pimsleur audio lessons, you can just hit play and go about whatever you're doing. You can complete a lesson while you're on the treadmill, doing laundry, gardening, whatever, any mindless task. Basically, I like that you can be productive with your time while still doing a lesson. This is a major advantage. You can even complete an audio lesson while driving because they have a special driving mode, which is really nice. Plus with Pimsleur, if you ever have to stop or pause your lesson for some reason, the app automatically saves your progress so you can just pick it up later. Whereas with Jumpspeak, you lose your progress. This is one of my complaints with Jumpspeak, and I've also seen other people say this as well. All right, so the next one for Pimsleur is that, in my opinion, I think their speech recognition technology is better than Jumpspeak's. It's noticeably faster and more accurate. With Jumpspeak, there's always an annoying delay before and after you speak, which makes the experience a little less smooth. And I also found the accuracy to be a little hit and miss with Jumpspeak. For example, when testing Jumpspeak Spanish, I said pasta with a hard P instead of hasta, as in hasta luego. And it still marked me as correct. It's kind of an issue. Now with Pimsleur, on the other hand, the app tended to pick up these mistakes and give me more reliable feedback during speaking drills and exercises. And the last thing that I'll note here for Pimsleur is that I also think Pimsleur offers a superior user experience. Their digital platform and mobile app are fast, intuitive, and clean, and they just make it easy to navigate and get started. And while Jumpspeak's digital platform looks sleek and is user-friendly, it can be a little buggy at times. I've noticed glitches here and there, which can be a little frustrating during lessons. Just as an example, the dialogue boxes during lessons would stop speaking at times. It was kind of weird. So bottom line, I just found Pimsleur's UX to be a little better. Okay, so that's Pimsleur. Now let's turn the tables and cover the major reasons to go with Jumpspeak to learn a new language. Okay, so first up, a lot of people might prefer Jumpspeak shorter lessons. Again, to complete a full Pimsleur lesson, that is the audio exercise plus the reinforcement drills, you're looking at around 45 to 60 minutes in total. Of course, you can always pause a lesson halfway through and come back later if you want, but the short, fast-moving nature of the Jumpspeak lessons are definitely attractive. They're great for squeezing in a lesson on your lunch break or waiting to pick up your kids from practice or after dinner. They just don't feel as taxing and they are more bite-sized. All right, so the next advantage of the Jumpspeak program that I want to highlight is their use of video. So to start most lessons, there's a short video explainer that features a native speaker who walks you through what you're about to learn, illustrates a few examples, and then clarifies why the particular topic is important for learning Spanish, French, Italian, or whatever language you're learning. To me, this is a major advantage for Jumpspeak as it's something missing from the Pimsleur program. With Pimsleur, there aren't many visuals in the program at all and definitely no video. Personally, I think video is a really powerful teaching tool as you get to see a fluent speaker's body language, facial expressions, and have a visual memory aid to associate with the new words or phrases you're learning. So this is another plus for Jumpspeak. And then the last advantage for Jumpspeak here, and this is a big one, is their AI tutor. This is the company's bread and butter. In a way, it's sort of meant to act like your own personal language coach. So once you pick a topic, you start a dialogue with the AI bot and it guides you through practical scenarios such as negotiating a salary increase or talking with your doctor. You can even create your own scenarios if you want to practice something very specific, like maybe planning a party or giving advice to a friend. The AI tutor adjusts to your needs, acting like a teacher, guide, or conversation partner, kind of depending on the role that you've set. Plus, the best part is that, in my opinion, you get real-time feedback on your pronunciation, phrasing, and grammar, which makes it super effective for improving your speaking skills. And while you do get suggested responses from the AI bot to keep the flow going, you're always free to answer however you'd like, making the experience feel more natural and kind of tailored to your learning style. Overall, I just think the AI tutor tool is highly effective because it provides personalized, real-time practice in just practical, everyday scenarios, helping you to build confidence and fluency through tailored feedback and flexible conversation options. But anyway, that's kind of it for this video, so let me wrap it up with some final thoughts here. But actually, before I forget, I should mention that since you're learning a new language, we actually give away a free language app subscription every single month to one lucky person. It's really easy to enter. Just do the 3 simple things listed right here on screen. It'll take less than 10 seconds, and hey, you never know, you could win a totally free language learning app subscription. All right, so back to my verdict. Should you choose Jumpspeak or Pimsleur to learn a new language? Well, when it comes down to it, both Pimsleur and Jumpspeak each have their own strengths, but in my opinion, Pimsleur edges out Jumpspeak as the better language learning program overall. Yes, Jumpspeak's AI tutor tool and video explainers are really cool features, but other than that, there are just too many negatives and the program is otherwise a little simplistic. Now, conversely for Pimsleur, they have comprehensive and interactive audio lessons, diverse practice exercises, and a more reliable speech recognition tool, so it's just a more complete and polished experience. Then add to that Pimsleur's user interface and proven methodology, and it's just plain hard to beat them. So bottom line, I think if you're serious about learning a new language and want something that's kind of tried and true, I think Pimsleur is the way to go. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful and you learned a little something about both these companies. If so, please return the favor by subscribing to our channel. And no matter what, best of luck in your language learning journey.